we're going to have to fix, because you're not always going to be in, games where you can just, hit your way out of it. So harder. So they're not in their comfort zone right now with the wood, but we talked about it, and they understand why we're playing wood bat, and I hope today we see a different team.
You guys get 2 games today, the first of the 2 coming up here against West Lawn. What did you get to see from them in the 4 innings that they did actually get to play yesterday before it rained out?
Well, they played Morgantown, and I've said all along Morgantown's going to be a contender. I mean, they didn't lose much from, they brought a lot of kids back and added a few kids, and they're going to be one of the best team, if not at the moment, I think the best team in the state. So just play with them, through 4 innings. Travinsky, who's a state player of the year, pitched against them, and they held their own, and they held that lineup down. So they catch the baseball, they do the right things, and they're going to be good competition for us today.
Who will be getting the start for you guys for this morning's contest, and what do you hope to see from them?
Well, we hope to get Jason Myers out there. He's warming up now. You always got to keep an eye on your pitchers as they warm up. But as far as I know, Jason's going to go, and we expect him to go out there. He's kind of a strikeout guy, but we're trying to get him to pitch to contact here with the wood bat. Limit the walks, limit the free bases, and to get him some innings out there. In the years past, he's come in a little bit dinged up, and his innings have been down over the summer. But we're trying to correct that this year and make sure that he's not just going for the first time, full 7 innings, in July. Make sure he gets some long games here and get some strength and some conditioning behind him so that he's ready to go when it matters the most.
Anything else, Trip?
Nope. Just wish good luck to the juniors today. They got rained out last night, so they got a long day in Cumberland. Their tournament changed over to a double elimination, so they need to win a couple games today and get to the bracket, get to the championship games tomorrow.
All right, best of luck. Thank you.
And thank you.
That was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford. Both teams getting set to begin here momentarily. So let's step aside, take another 2-minute break. And on the other side of that break, we'll get today's starting lineups between the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets and the West Lawn Owls. This is American Legion Baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park for American Legion baseball action this morning on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. It's now time for the starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll get you the West Lawn Owls lineup leading off. The center fielder, number 12, Chase Ulrich. Batting second at shortstop is number 5, Nico Goen. Batting third, the pitcher, number 18, is Matt Kramer. Batting fourth and playing in left field today, number 6, Nick Fiorini. Batting fifth in right field, number 4, Cooper Kennedy. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 1, Dylan Silwick. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 16, Gavin Wagner. Batting eighth, catcher, number 3, John Bodnar. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 14, C.J. Fernandez. I'll get you the starting lineup for Berkeley post 14 in the bottom half of the inning, but the starting battery for the Hornets on the mound doing the pitching, number 16, Jason Myers. Behind the plate doing the catchings, number 9, Cam Moore. Starting batteries brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Our top of the first brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. First pitch getting ready to come as Ulrich up to bat for the Owls to lead things off here in the top of the first against Myers. Myers sets on the mound. Ulrich steps in. First pitch. Fastball that misses high for ball 1. First pitch coming at 9:59, which is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343 or stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Next one, another fastball from Myers. It's high and inside for ball 2 to Ulrich. 71 degrees, sunny skies this morning in Martinsburg is the 2-0. Right down the middle, 4 strikes, with count now 2-1. Weather is brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Myers sets the 2-1 pitch to Ulrich. He squares to bunt, pulled it back at the very last second as that pitch was low for ball 3 for Myers. So Ulrich now ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike for the leadoff batter of West Lawn. And now he sends this one back up the middle, right to Jason Myers. He's going to go over towards first base, underhand toss it to his first baseman, Owen Rupenthal, and that is out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first, and that'll bring up for West Lawn the shortstop and going.
Now batting, number 5,
Nico Goen, a lefty, stepping up to the plate against Jason Myers. And this is post 14 invitational wood bat tournament. That's the first pitch in for a strike to go in. West Lawn, gold uniforms with a blue stripe across the front as Goen swings and misses at this one. The count now 0-2. Also has white stripes overlapping that blue on the top and the bottom. Owls written across the front in gold as well. Gray pants. It's the 0-2 from Myers, low to Goen. Count now 1-2. For Berkeley post 14, they have the blue hats with the red brim across the front, the 14 in white. And then the 1-2 pitch from Myers misses outside for a ball. So the count 2-2. Blue jerseys today for Berkeley post 14 with the red script and lettering outlined in white and the white pants. 2-2 pitch. Fastball inside for ball 3. So after starting the 0-2, on his battle back, seen now 3 straight balls from Jason Myers. 1 out, nobody on, top of the first as the payoff pitch popped foul over the third base dugout. As Goen stays alive. New baseball given out to Jason Myers as he's currently standing on the back of the pitcher's mound before stepping on the rubber here for another 3-ball, 2-strike pitch to Nico Goen. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 2, going down on strikes. It's now up to bat for West Lawn. Will be the pitcher, number 18, Matt Kramer.
Now batting, number 18, Matt Kramer.
Kramer steps up, a big righty. Got a lot of muscle on him, so we'll see how he fares out on that mound this game. First pitch he'll take for strike 1. Myers sets. No balls, 1 strike to Matt Kramer. 2 outs and nobody on here in a scoreless top of the first. This pitch didn't break into the strike zone. It stayed high. So count now 1-1. Kramer steps back in, squared up here against Myers. Myers 1-1 pitch. Kramer will foul off over to the right, headed to Charlotte Prather Park softball field. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to the pitcher for West Lawn. Here against the pitcher for Berkeley Post 14, Jason Myers. The 1-2 pitch from Myers. Fastball high, ball 2. So far, Ulrich rounded back to the pitcher, going struck out swinging. Now Kramer has a 2-2 count. Pitch from Myers. Popped up to the right in foul territory. Owen Rupenthal goes towards the fence, but sees its way out for another foul ball, keeping the count at 2-2. Few more people still coming in here for Game 1 of the Post 14 Invitational. A lot of baseball on hand. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Kramer goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down goes West Lawn in the top of the first with 2 strikeouts from Jason Myers. Now it's the Hornets' turn to come up to bat for the first time today on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Let's get you the starting lineup for the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets. Leading off, the center fielder, number 7, Jordan Camby. Batting second at third base, number 4, Landon Sifford. Batting third, the catcher, number 9, Cam Moore. Batting fourth in left field, number 17, Braden Edwards. Batting fifth, designated hitter, number 11, Braden Oviedo. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 2, J.J. Pominelli. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 3, Owen Rupenthal. Batting eighth in right field, number 12, Riley Morgan. Batting ninth at second base, number 8, Caleb Fletcher. Starting lineup again brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Bottom of the first inning brought to you by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsini's.com. West Lawn went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Still scoreless here in Game 1 of the Post 14 Invitational.
Now batting.
Matt Kramer's warm-up pitches are over here in the bottom of the first, so Jordan Camby will step up to the plate for the Hornets. First pitch from Matt Kramer to Jordan Camby, a fastball that misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Canby. Middle of the infield, playing pretty far back on the turf. First base really covering the line. Third base kind of crept in just a little bit, expecting a bunt maybe from Canby as the count now 1-1. Kramer sets the 1-1 kick and pitch. Again, inside for ball 2 to Canby. Defensively, you have Kramer on the mound. John Bodnar at catching as the 2-1 pitch popped foul by Canby to the right, making the count 2-2. Gavin Wagner at first for West Lawn. Second base is CJ Fernandez. Shortstop, Nico Goen. Third base, Dylan Silwick. And then from left to right in the outfield, you have Nick Fiorini, Chase Ulrich, and Cooper Kennedy. This pitch just inside to Canby. So count now 3-2. West Lawn fans in attendance wanted that one to be strike 3. But here comes the payoff pitch. And that is popped high in the infield. Third baseman Silwick calls off his shortstop Nico Goen. Makes the catch for out number 1. So with 1 out in the bottom of the first, now batting for Berkeley post 14's number 4, Landon Sifford. Sifford at third base for the Hornets again today. Rainey steps up to the plate here against Matt Kramer. Kramer's first pitch to Sifford, upstairs for ball 1. Both teams yesterday in their games lost in close ones. 1-0, breaking ball, called a strike, evens up the count at 1-1 for Berkeley post 14. It was a 1-0 loss to Winchester. The 1-1 big swing and a miss from Sifford. The count now 1-2. And then for West Lawn yesterday, it was a 2-0 loss against Morgantown. However, that game only went 4 innings because of the rain. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sifford. The pitch from Kramer, grounded by Sifford to the shortstop Nico Goen. He scoops it up, throws it over to first. Wagner makes the catch for out number 2. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first for Berkeley post 14. And a lefty catcher, number 9, Cam Moore, will step up to the plate. Sifford jogging his way back over to the third base dugout, giving a few words of advice to Cam Moore before his at-bat against Matt Kramer. Kramer's first pitch, outside for ball 1 to Moore. 1-0 count to Cam Moore. As Matt Kramer sets the windup and the pitch. Again, outside. That's ball 2. That one a little bit more out than the last pitch, trying to get Moore to chase, but so far the plate discipline is there for Cam. 2 balls, no strikes. This one catches the knees for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cam Moore here against Matt Kramer. 0-0 between West Lawn and Berkeley post 14, the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch. Softly hit to the shortstop. He tried to lean forward and make the catch, but it hits off his glove and then drops dead on the turf. So Moore advances the first safely.
Now batting, number 17, Braden Edwards.
Be interesting to see how that one was ruled. A very strange situation there. So we now have a courtesy runner for post 14 coming in. So up the bat, the cleanup spot, Braden Edwards. Pickoff attempt over, sliding in safe. Looks like that is ruled an error against the shortstop. Pitch from Kramer to Edwards. Outside for a ball. Kramer sets. Pitch. Line foul to the left for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Edwards with 2 outs and a runner on first. Kramer looks at the runner at first. Now we'll throw over. Not nearly in time as Jet Gross, the courtesy runner, slides back in safely for Berkeley post 14. He'll retake his lead. Kramer gets the ball back from Wagner. Kramer now sets. Here for another 1-1 pitch to Edwards. Runner goes, and it's off the catcher Bodnar, so Gross will easily take second, circle around second, but now head back. 2 balls, 1 strike to Edwards on the passed ball. Now a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the first for the Hornets. 2 out. Timeout called now. John Bodnar will go out to talk briefly with his pitcher, Matt Kramer. The runner on second base, so they want to make sure that the communication between them is changed a little bit so that there's no signs that Jet Gross is able to pick up on second. Again, 2 balls, 1 strike to Edwards. Here with 2 out in the bottom of the first. Pitch from Kramer. Hard grounder to the shortstop going. Long throw at first. Unable to be handled by Wagner. Now he'll throw home as Gross comes in and he's safe. So 1-0 Berkeley post 14 now leads West Lawn in the bottom of the first on a unfortunate, or West Lawn second error by Nico Goen.
Now batting, number 11, Braden.
That will bring up Braden Oviedo. Throw over to first, not in time. As Edwards slides back in. Kramer sets. First pitch to Oviedo. Whiffs at strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss from Oviedo for strike 2. By the way, quick correction. It ruled Edwards credited with a single at last at bat. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss from Oviedo for strike 3 to end the inning. So Berkeley post 14 gets 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on base at the end of 1. It's Berkeley post 14-1, and the West Lawn Owls nothing. Step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, dudgeoness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
We welcome you back. Our top of the second inning brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. 1-0. Berkeley post 14 on top of the West Lawn Owls after 1. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. Fiorini, Kennedy, Siwick, the 4-5-6 batters due up for the West Lawn Owls here in the top of the second against Jason Myers on the mound. So far, Myers, 2 strikeouts. They were in the first. 18 pitches, 10 of them for strikes. Pitch number 19. Contact made by Fiorini, but it's foul into the net behind home plate for strike 1. Nick Fiorini, the left fielder for West Lawn. The 0-1 pitch from Jason Myers. Outside for a ball, so count 1-1. Fiorini, a lefty. Close stance currently. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fiorini now chokes up on the bat a little bit. Step back in on the left-handed side against Myers, the righty. Myers sets in the 1-2 pitch. Grounded right back to Myers. He bobbles it for only a brief moment, then regains his control and will throw over to first for out number 1. So just like the first inning, the second inning begins with a 1-3 ground out for West Lawn. Now up to bat, it's number 4, Cooper Kennedy. Another lefty in the lineup for the Owls. Myers sets on the rubber, and the first pitch to Cooper Kennedy from Myers. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1, says home plate umpire. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball, big swing and a miss from Kennedy for strike 2. Myers settling in now on the mound. It's the 0-2 pitch to Cooper Kennedy. Just fouled off the end of the bat by Kennedy. Ricochets off the brick over to the first base side. Siwick, the on-deck man, picks it up. Count still no balls and 2 strikes for Cooper Kennedy. Kennedy grounds this one to the first baseman, Owen Rupenthal, and he'll take care of it all by himself. He steps on the bag, beating base runner Kennedy for out number 2. 2 outs. In the top of the second, it's Berkeley Post 14-1, West Lawn nothing.
Now batting, number 1, Dylan Siwick.
Now up to bat is number 1, Dylan Siwick for West Lawn. Myers' first pitch to Siwick. Right down the middle and called strike 1 as Siwick lets it go by. Siwick back on the righty side. Pops up the 0-1 pitch out of play to the right. So count now 0-2. Siwick at third base for West Lawn. 0-2 count against him as Myers' pitch. High above the shoulders of Siwick. And count now 1-2. Two outs, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Myers to Siwick. And that's called strike 3. Breaking ball. That freezes Siwick for out number 3. The third strikeout of the morning for Jason Myers. And again, West Lawn goes 3 up, 3 down. So after 1.5 played, it's Berkeley Post 14-1, West Lawn nothing. We'll be back for the bottom of the second on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth? I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Back for the bottom of the second inning now, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent and Promote Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg.
Now batting, number 2.
Top of the second was brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. J.J. Palminelli leads things off for Berkeley post 14 as the 6, 7, 8 batters are due up in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Matt Kramer misses low and away for ball 1 to J.J. Palminelli. 1-0, fastball inside for ball 2. Matt Kramer last inning, 21 pitches, 13 of them for strikes. Struck out 1 but gave up the 1 run off 1 hit and 1 error. As the 2-0 catches the inside part of the plate for a strike, so the count now 2-1 to J.J. Palminelli. Kramer works quickly out there as the 2-1 pitch to Palminelli. Hard grounder to the shortstop, running forward's Nico Goen. His throw high, jumping up to snag it is Gavin Wagner, and they say he didn't get back on the first base bag in time. So J.J. Palminelli is safe at first to lead off the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 3, Owen Rubenthal.
So an error by the shortstop, second one today. Scoring up the bunt on the first pitch is Owen Rubenthal. It's popped up, but somehow, some way, finds its way down the third baseline and stops dead in its tracks right on the line. And that's a beautiful infield single by Rubenthal. Maybe not beautiful, more just lucky because it still was in the air on the bunt. But now runners on first and second in the bottom of the second. Nobody out. That'll bring up Riley Morgan.
Riley Morgan.
Kramer. Runners at first and second with nobody out as Berkeley post 14 threatening, already up 1-0. Morgan squares to bunt. Pitch from Kramer. He pulls the bat back, does Morgan. Stealing third is Palminelli, and then stealing second, slightly delayed, is Rubenthal. The Berkeley post 14 aggressive here this morning. 1-0 count to Morgan. 2 runners in scoring position. First and third now in middle infield at normal depth. Morgan fouls off the pitch to the right, out of play. The count now 1-1. Matt Kramer steps back on the rubber. 1-1 count to Morgan. Runners on second and third. Pitch from Kramer. Grounded to the second baseman, C.J. Fernandez, and the only play he has is throwing to first for the force out. So that'll score Palminelli in the bottom of the second. Advancing to third is Rubenthal. Berkeley post 14 now leads 2-0 against West Lawn with 1 out. A runner on third, and that'll bring up Caleb Fletcher. Kramer's first pitch to Fletcher. Curveball that stays high for ball 1. Fletcher, righty. Kramer's pitch. Golfed foul to the right. Count now 1-1 for Fletcher. Fletcher steps back in. here against Matt Kramer. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. First strike, so the count now 1-2. Matt Kramer on the mound for West Lawn. Ahead in the count, here's the 1-2 pitch to Fletcher. In the turf for a ball. Fletcher this time does not chase, so the count 2-2. Owen Rupenthal, the base runner at third for post 14. Who has added one more here in the bottom of the second to take a 2-0 lead against West Lawn. The 2-2 pitch grounded in between first and second into right field by Fletcher. That's 3-0. Berkeley post 14 leads West Lawn in the bottom of the second on an RBI single by Fletcher.
Now batting, number 7, Jordan Canby.
So top of the lineup now up to bat. It's Jordan Canby steps up to the plate. Canby popped out to third base his last time up in the first. His pickoff attempts not in time over at first. Fletcher, and safely. Pitch from Kramer to Canby. Misses low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Canby up to bat. Pitch from Kramer. Tipped into the glove for a strike, so count 1-1. Fletcher with another big lead over at first. Wagner trying to hold him as close as possible, ready for a pickoff if Kramer decides to, but instead he'll just give the 1-1 pitch down, and Canby lets it go by for a strike. So the count 1-2 to Jordan Canby. Canby steps back in, chokes up just a little bit on the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kramer sets. Here's the pitch. And it's grounded foul by Canby over to the West Lawn dugout, keeping the count at 1-2. West Lawn already has some action in its bullpen currently. Trying to see who that is warming up here for the Owls. His pickoff attempt over at first, not in time as Fletcher slides in headfirst safely. It looks like Michael Bradley warming up over on the first base side down the right field line. Pitch high above the head of Canby for a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 1 out. Fletcher at first. So this pitch does hit Canby in the helmet this time around. So he'll make his way down the first base.
Now batting.
The runners at first and second, with only 1 out in the bottom of the second. 2-0. Berkeley post 14 leads the West Lawn Owls. It's up to bat now. It's Landon Sifford. Sifford grounded to shortstop his last time up. First pitch from Kramer. Low. Sifford just able to hold the bat back for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Sifford. Kramer sets. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled over to the right by Sifford and out of play, so the count now 1-1. Sifford steps back into the right-handed box against Matt Kramer. Got Caleb Fletcher, the base runner, at second. Jordan Canby, the base runner, at first. Both with some great speed. Kramer sets. Looks at the runner behind him. 1-1 pitch inside to Sifford for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike. We saw Amanelli and Rupenthal steal in this situation earlier this inning. Amanelli immediately, and Rupenthal delayed steal. 2-1. Again, popped foul by Sifford. This time over the press box. A little bit to the right and out of play. Count now 2-2 as we have a delay here for more baseballs to be given to the home plate umpire. Got Cam Moore on deck for post 14. 1 out, runners on first and second. Sifford up the bat against Kramer. Kramer against the pitch from his catcher, John Bondnar, now sets. And here comes that 2-2 delivery. That's lined foul again by Sifford, who continues to foul off pitch after pitch after pitch. And the count still 2-2 for Sifford. Matt Kramer sets. Looks at the runner at second. Does so again. Another time before the pitch. And the pitch is inside for ball 3 to Sifford. So the count runs full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You got 1 out, runners on first and second. You're in the bottom of the second inning, and now turnaround Kramer throws to the second baseman, C.J. Fernandez, not even close to the bag, almost into right center field, but Fernandez was able to snag it, and now he'll call time to go talk to his pitcher, Matt Kramer, and give the ball back to him. And they'll make their way back to their respected spots in the infield. Again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sifford up the bat. Payoff pitch. Fouled. Straight back by Sifford. Will reset. It's the post 14 Hornets 2. The West Lawn Owls nothing here in the bottom of the second of game 1 today of many in the post 14 Invitational. So make your way down to P.O. Faulkner Park if you want to enjoy a beautiful day. Some good baseball. Sifford sends this one into left field over the head of the fielder Nick Fiorini and over the fence at the scoreboard for a ground rule double. So that'll score 1 and make it 4-0.
Now batting, number 9, Cam Moore.
So now Cam Moore up the bat. We'll have a mound visit before that. So, 4-0 with 1 out, bottom of the second. Runners on second and third. Cam Moore is due up. It's the home plate umpire will now go out to the mound and break up the mound visit for West Lawn. Cam Moore reached on an error his last time up and then later came home to score for that only run in the bottom half of the first. Now Cam has an opportunity to extend the lead out for Berkeley post 14. He's already tacked on 3 here in this inning as the pitch outside for a ball. So 1-0 count to Moore. 4-0 Berkeley post 14 lead. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Kramer sets. Pitch to Moore. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Cam Moore. The lefty up the bat. First base. Expecting maybe a bunt from Moore. So this pitch, not even close by Kramer. This Canby comes home to score. Going to third is Sifford. It's now 5-0. Berkeley post 14. That one just clearly slipped out of the hand of Matt Kramer and sailed straight to the backstop. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Moore. As Moore pops this pitch foul over to the left, even the count at 2 apiece. Still only 1 out. It's the pitch. Grounded right back up the middle, past the glove of Kramer. Another run will come home to score on an RBI single by Cam Moore. Make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs here in this inning, as it's 6-0 Berkeley post 14. Braden Edwards up to bat now. Pitch from Kramer to Edwards is high for a ball. One ball, no strikes to Edwards with 1 out. Runner in first. Kramer's pitch outside to Edwards for ball 2. Matt Kramer struggles. Continue out on the mound here this inning against Berkeley post 14. Jet Gross, courtesy runner for the catcher Cam Moore at first, as the 2-0 to Edwards right down the middle. Count now 2-1. 6-0. Berkeley post 14 on top. Pickoff attempt over to first, not in time. Two-one count with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Edwards up to bat. 8th batter this inning for the Hornets against West Lawn. Runner goes, no. Gross made it look like he was going to, as the pitch kind of was more of a pitch out. But now the count 3-1 to Edwards. The 3-1 pitch. Edwards will foul off straight back, so the count runs full, 3-2. Edwards, the lefty, up here with a full count against Kramer. Pitch outside, it's ball 4. Edwards walks to first on the base on balls. Gross, the courtesy runner for Moore, heads to second with 1 out. Now up to bat will be Braden Oviedo, but it looks like first that'll be that for Matt Kramer. So, our score, Berkeley post 14-6. West Lawn Owls, nothing, as we have a pitching change for West Lawn, so we'll step aside and take a 30-second break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Faulkner Park, 6-0 is the score, as we have a pitching change. Pitching change is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. So, Kramer's day is done on the mound for West Lawn. Now pitching for the Owls is number 2, Michael Bradley. I believe it's just a straight swap between the two. Trying to look over into the dugout to see if Matt Kramer is in there or if they made any defensive changes or not. But it is Berkeley post 14-6 and West Lawn Owls nothing. As Oviedo is due up here in the bottom of the second inning. Still only 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Hornets. Bradley still concluding his warm-up out on the mound.
Now batting, number 11, Braden Oviedo.
Bradley sets. First pitch fouled off by Oviedo straight back for strike 1. That took a wild ricochet off the brick backstop and actually back out into play. So Bradley had to go off the mound and retrieve it down the first baseline. 0-1 count to Oviedo. Bradley sets in the pitch. Another foul ball by Oviedo for strike 2 as he pops that one over the net to the right. Oviedo struck out swinging on only 3 pitches his last time up. 0-2 count with 1 down. Pitch from Bradley. Grounded down the third baseline off the glove of the third baseman Siwick. Now Jet Gross rounding third, coming home to score, and it's 7-0 Berkeley post 14. Another error for the West Lawn defense. 6 runs this inning, 7 in total now for the Hornets. It's Berkeley post 14 has hit around in the lineup in the bottom of the second. So, 1 down. Runners at first and second. J.J. Pavanelli up the bat. Pitch from Bradley. Fouled off by Pavanelli over the first base dugout yet again. To the softball field it goes for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Pavanelli. And this pitch hits the back of Pavanelli. So the bases are now loaded for Owen Rupenthal.
Now batting, number 3, Owen Rupenthal.
Rupenthal singled earlier this inning. So 7-0 Berkeley post 14. First pitch to Rupenthal from Michael Bradley low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bradley sets the pitch outside for ball 2 to Rupenthal. Edwards, the base runner, at third. Oviedo at second. Pavanelli at first for Berkeley post 14. 2-0. Just catches the outside part of the plate for a strike to Rupenthal, so the count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Rupenthal for a strike, so the count now even at 2-2. Bradley trying to battle back and put an end to the damage that West Lawn's already taken in the bottom of the second. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. Now up to bat will be Riley Morgan.
Number 12, Riley Morgan.
Morgan steps up, bases still loaded for Berkeley post 14. Pitch from Bradley, first pitch swinging, and it's foul out of play for strike 1 to Morgan. Morgan steps back in. Get into a 4-3 fielder's choice. His last time up, which was an RBI situation. He'll send this one foul again to the right for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the second inning. Post 14 leads West Lawn 7-0. The 0-2 pitch from Bradley. Another foul ball to the right by Morgan. He continues to battle here in this bat. 3 foul balls. All into the general area of the right side. Out of play. Another 0-2 pitch. This time it's fouled straight back by Morgan. So 4 straight foul balls. Pitch call sent in from the first base dugout to the catcher John Bodnar, who now gives it to his pitcher Michael Bradley. Bradley nods. Now the 0-2 pitch again. This one lined into right field. Cooper Kennedy in. It's going to drop down in front of him for a hit. 1 run will score. The throw home, not in time. Oviedo scores now. Throw to second. Sails into center field, and a 3rd runner will score. It's now 10-0 Berkeley post 14 here in the bottom of the second. Has opened this one up with 9 runs so far in this inning against West Lawn.
Now batting, number 8, Caleb Fletcher.
Caleb Fletcher up to the plate now for post 14. Fletcher had a single his last time up, as this one inside and just hits him. So another hit by pitch today. The second one of the day. Now up to bat is Jordan Canby for the Hornets, who is the other Berkeley post 14 player to be hit by a pitch this inning. Which actually, my apologies, that's the 3rd hit by pitch. Forgot about J.J. Pavanelli. First pitch to Canby, called a strike. We have a 10-0 lead for Berkeley post 14 after yesterday they were held scoreless and only had 2 hits. West Lawn pitched low and away from Bradley to Canby, so the count now 1-1. There's 2 outs in this very lengthy bottom of the second inning. Bradley sets the 1-1 pitch to Canby. Popped up to the shallow center field. Second baseman backtracks, and C.J. Fernandez finds it through the sun, makes the catch, and ends the inning. But not before 9 runs are able to cross the plate for Berkeley post 14 in the bottom of the second. So we'll head to the 3rd. It's post 14 10, West Lawn nothing. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park for American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin here. Back at the studios, Nick Verzolini. Top of the third inning is brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Score: Berkeley Post 14-10, West Lawn Owls nothing. So we head to the third. Bottom of the lineup due up for West Lawn: Wagner, Bodnar, Fernandez. So it looks like we're going to have a change here defensively for Post 14, as now catching is Michael Poltar. Oh, let me put that down in the scorebook. The first pitch to Wagner is a strike from Jason Myers. And then in left field for Braden Edwards is Jet Gross as the next pitch. A strike as well to Wagner, to the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Myers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's Wagner. Can't touch the fastball for out number 1. 4th strikeout for Jason Myers. Bodnar now up the bat. Pitch from Myers. Up and in for ball 1 to Bodnar. A 1-0 count. This pitch misses high for ball 2. So 2-0 count now. At the knees, called a strike. The count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and nobody on. For West Lawn, the pitch from Myers. Fouled off to the right. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Bodnar adjusts his batting gloves for stepping up. Back to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch upstairs for ball 3 to Bodnar. So the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got 1 out. So Wagner struck out on 3 pitches. Myers trying to get back-to-back strikeouts, and he does. Called strike 3. Bodnar goes down looking for out number 2 in the third. 5 strikeouts now this morning for Jason Myers. Up to bat now, C.J. Fernandez for West Lawn. Michael Poltar gets a baseball sent back out to Jason Myers now on the mound. Myers sets. Pitch to Fernandez. is lined down the first baseline, and making the catch is Riley Morgan for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down again goes the West Lawn Owls, keeping it Berkeley Post 14-10, and West Lawn nothing. We're headed to the bottom of the third on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
We're back here at P.O. Faulkner Park, headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning, which is brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. It's 10-0. Berkeley Post 14 leads the West Lawn Owls. It's like might have another new pitcher for West Lawn. I believe I see a number 22 out on the mound now for them. So that means that Bradley's day is done. Pitching change is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361. 2-3-4 batters will be due up for Post 14, which should be Sifford, Poltar, Gross now because of the defensive changes. So pitching for West Lawn, so pull up their roster here. Again, number 22, and that is John Levan. So Levan, first pitch to Sifford, misses outside for a ball. A 1-0 count, Sifford. Sifford 1 for 2 today. A 1-0. It'll pop straight up in the infield. Shortstop Nico going. Tried to make the catch, and he's unable to do so. He caught off his second baseman, even though it was on the second base side. C.J. Fernandez let go and try to make the play, and it's right off his glove. It's been a tough day for Nico Goen when it comes to errors. It's a day that he will surely want to forget. Sifford at first. Poltar up to bat now for Post 14. So far for Nico Goen, he's had 3 errors, potentially be 4 depending on who you ask. First pitch, Poltar's called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, and Sifford. Pickoff attempt by Levan. Over to first. Slides back in safely as Sifford. (10-0) Post 14 leads West Lawn. John Levan's pitch to Poltar is lined down the third baseline and fair for a base hit. Sifford goes to second. Poltar gets a single. Now up to bat will be Jet Gross.
Number 1, Jet Gross.
Post 14 seeing the ball well today. Runners on first and second. No outs here in the bottom of the third. John Levan on the mound. First pitch to Gross. Misses low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the third. Post 14 up to the plate. Levan looks at the runner and Sifford at second. Now slightly over his back shoulder at Poltar at first. Pitch. Low to Gross for ball 2. Gross in for Braden Edwards, who started in left field. Saw Gross a few times today as a courtesy runner for the catcher Cam Moore. Levan now steps off the rubber on top of the pitcher's mound. Puts the base runners back at first and second. Take his time before stepping back on. 2-0 count to Jet Gross, the lefty. Again, Levan will step off. Poltar goes back to first. Sifford didn't really do much at second. Kind of took one step back, but since there's no throw, he kept his lead. Now extends that lead a little bit. Levan's pitch grounded to the shortstop, Nico Goen. He throws to second for 1, and that's all West Lawn will get on the fielder's choice. Now up to bat, the designated hitter, Braden Oviedo, with 1 down in the bottom of the third. Base runners on the corners for Berkeley Post 14.
Number 16, Jason Myers.
Jason Myers actually now will get to hit instead of designated hitter and Oviedo. Myers up to bat. Pitch from Levan. In the turf. Skips in front of John Bodnar. That'll allow Jet Gross to head over to second. 1-0 count to Myers. Runners at second and third now for Berkeley Post 14 in the bottom of the third. And now we have a balk. John Levan was on the rubber and dropped the baseball. So that makes it 11-0. Sifford will come home to score on the balk. Gross will head to third. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down. Myers up the bat. Pitch. Catches the knees of Myers and called a strike. Count now 1-1. Leaving the third pitcher today for West Lawn. Big swing and a miss from Myers at 1 at his eyes. Count now 1-2. He wanted to send that one to the scoreboard. Myers now behind in the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. And outside the count now 2-2. So far for pitchers for West Lawn, Matt Kramer went 1 1/3 innings, giving up 8 runs. Then you had Bradley only go 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Myers Sends a hard ground ball to the shortstop, Nico going, and he's unable to handle that one again. So another error will result in a 12-0 game as Gross will come home to score, and Myers will head to first.
Number 2, J.J. Pavanelli.
Now J.J. Pavanelli will come up the bat, and Myers, since he's the pitcher, will have a courtesy runner, which now is the former catcher that started today for Berkeley Post 14, Cam Moore. 12-0, bottom of the third. Pitch called a strike to J.J. Pavanelli. Pavanelli has reached base twice today and scored. The first was on an error by the shortstop. The last time he was hit by a pitch. Levin will now step off the rubber. Reset. It's Cam Moore over at first. Got his attention. The 0-1 slips, and it's a ball. Goes through the glove of the catcher, John Bodnar. Trickles back towards the backstop. That'll allow Moore to take second. So 1-1 count to J.J. Pavanelli. Runner now on second, still one out, bottom of the third. Wind up and the pitch. Low and away for ball 2. Pavanelli steps back in here against John Levin. Moore at second takes his lead. Pitch from Levin. Sent right back up the middle into center field and down for a base hit. A throw from the center fielder Ulrich to third to try to gun down. Moore is not in time. That is a single for J.J. Pavanelli here in the bottom of the third, putting runners on the corners for Berkeley Post 14. Still only one out. So Owen Rupenthal, the lefty, up the bat. Pitch. Fastball inside for ball 1 to Rupenthal. Rupenthal 1 for 2 today. He singled his first time up. His last time up he struck out swinging. Got runners on the corners here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Rupenthal for strike 1. One ball, one strike to Rupenthal from John Levin. 1-1 swing and a miss again by Rupenthal. Chased one a bit outside, count 1-2. That's what kind of got Rupenthal his last time up, was those pitches outside. A 1-2. This one farther outside does not get Rupenthal to chase on the breaking ball, making count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. To Rupenthal. Here comes the pitch. And it skips past the catcher, Bodnar. Moore will stay put at third. It's the count now 3-2. But J.J. Pavanelli takes second to take out the possibility of a traditional double play. So runners now second and third for Berkeley Post 14 here in the bottom of the third inning. Already up 12-0 against West Lawn and only one down. Pitch. A hard ground ball by Rupenthal to the second baseman, C.J. Fernandez. He'll throw to first for the out. Moore will come home to score, making it 13-0. Berkeley Post 14 leads.
Number 12,
Pavanelli edged the third on the play as well. 2 down. Riley Morgan up to bat. Pitch from Levan. Misses outside and low to Morgan for ball 1. Morgan, his last time up, singled, and he'll send this one. It's a blooper to right center, and it's down for an RBI single. That extends Berkeley Post 14's lead now to 14-0 as Pavanelli came home to score.
Now batting, number 8, Caleb Fletcher.
Caleb Fletcher now will step up to the plate for Post 14. Pitch to Fletcher. Fastball high from John Levan for ball 1. Bottom of the third inning. There's 2 down. Runner at first. Pitch from Levan to Fletcher to low for a ball. Count now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Levan checks the runner over at first. Now sets. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive into the gap in left center field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Fletcher heads to second, and now running into the third baseman is the base runner Riley Morgan. So an interference call will allow Morgan to score. So 15-0. Berkeley Post 14 now leads West Lawn. Here in the bottom of the third inning, we'll have a mound visit for West Lawn after that. They're still 2 down. Fletcher at second with a great piece of hitting by him. Probably the best contact we've seen today for Post 14. Jordan Canby will be up to bat after the mound visit. Looks like John Levan will stay out on the mound for West Lawn as the mound visit has concluded. The second straight inning, Berkeley Post 14 has hit all the way through the lineup.
Jordan Canby.
Which makes for a very sloppy-looking scorecard. Or jumbled, maybe not sloppy. First pitch to Canby. Taken for strike 1. So 0-1 count to Canby. Runner at second, 2 out. The pitch. Soft grounder to third baseman Dylan Siwick. His throw to first just in time to beat Canby for out number 3. Score, though, now 15-0. Berkeley Post 14 leads the West Lawn Owls as we're headed to the 4th after this 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
We're back here at P.O. Faulkner Park, entering the top of the fourth inning, which is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance, reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Top of the lineup due up for the West Lawn Owls, who are currently trailing Berkeley Post 14, 15-0. Meyer still on the mound. First pitch to Ulrich, called strike one. Next one from Myers. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike two, so the count, no balls, 2 strikes to Ulrich. This is game one of 2 games today for Berkeley Post 14. They'll take on Morgantown Post 2 at 5:30 as the 0-2 pitch outside for a ball. The count 1-2 now to Ulrich. There's a few games in between as it's the Post 14 Invitational Wood Bat Tournament, so come out to P.O. Faulkner Park. Concession stands open. It's a beautiful day for baseball as the 1-2 pitch grounded right back up the middle by Ulrich, and that ends Jason Meyer's no-hitter bid for today. Came close there in the last time West Lawn was up to bat as Fernandez had a beautiful piece of contact down the first baseline that was caught by Riley Morgan. Now, that's the first hit for West Lawn off Ulrich's single right back up the middle. Up to bat now, Nico Goen. First pitch from Myers to Goen misses for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike, runner on first, nobody out. This pitch, fastball low for ball 2 from Myers. Myers has 5 strikeouts today, 1 of the 5 being Nico Goen. The 2-0 swung on and missed by Goen for a strike, the count 2-1. Ulrich at first taking his lead. Myers sets. 2-1 pitch. Hits off the knee of Nico Goen and he drops down immediately. Hopefully he'll be okay, but never like being hit by a fastball. He's up. Well, jog his way down to first. Starts to limp a little bit before getting to first base. Taking off his equipment now to give him some time, but now 2 base runners on for West Lawn, with nobody out here in the top of the 4th. See if Nico Goen's able to stay in the ball game or not, as that pitch hit him directly on the knee. So, due up.
Now batting, number 22.
Will be number 22, John Levan. Current pitcher for West Lawn steps up. It's the tall righty. Will swing through the first pitch for strike 1. So, no balls, 1 strike, nobody out, runners at first and second. This one taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Levan. The 0-2 from Myers just misses outside for a ball, so the count now 1-2. Comes the 1-2 from Myers, and that is fouled over to the right, out of play. Oh, keeping the count at 1-2. Berkeley Post 14-15. West Lawn Owls nothing is the score here in the top of the 4th inning. Pitch from Myers. Called strike 3 as Levan freezes on that one for out number 1 in the top of the 4th, and strikeout number 6 on the day for Jason Myers. Now up the bat will be Nick Fiorini. Runners again, first and second base for West Lawn, the first 2 base runners of the day for the Owls. First pitch, line down the first baseline, diving and stopping it is Owen Rupenthal, and he'll step on the first base bag for a huge out number 2. What a play by Owen Rupenthal. Maybe that's why his nickname is Gator, because he snagged that one like an alligator, reaching out, making that play.
Number 4, Cooper Kennedy.
So 2 outs. Runner at second and third. Cooper Kennedy off the bat. Pitch from Myers. Eyeing outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runners on second and third, top of the 4th. Pitch from Myers to Kennedy. Misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 down. Pitch ripped foul over past the third base dugout to the batting cage area for a strike, so the count 2-1. Jason Myers trying to hold on the current shutout that he has. Post 14 leads 15-0 against West Lawn. Pitch, soft grounder up the middle. Pavanelli gets it to throw the first. Is it in time? Yes, it is. That'll end the inning in the top of the 4th. As 2 runners are stranded for West Lawn, keeping it 15-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th, on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is American Legion Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR, and TV 10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Bottom of the 4th inning is brought to you by Mother Sucker's Crab Shack in Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. 15-0 the score remains. Berkeley Post 14 leads the West Lawn Owls. Due up for Post 14. Should be actually the 2-3-4 batters. It looks like
Now batting, number 6,
we'll have a
Cole Lewis.
pinch hitter here for the bottom of the 4th. So Cole Lewis will step up. First pitch to him is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Lewis from Levan. It's the 1-0 outside for ball 2. So Lewis enters for Sifford. 2-0 count to Lewis. Pitch from Levan. There's a ground ball by Lewis to the second baseman Fernandez. His throw first for out number 1.
Now batting, number 13.
Now up to bat will be Michael Poltar. Looks like there's a new first baseman out there for West Lawn as well. Try to see who that is on their scorecard. Jack Froelich now the first baseman. It's the first pitch to Poltar from Levan is a ball. 1-0 outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th. Post 14, up 15-0 against West Lawn. Is this one foul tipped into the catcher's glove for a strike by Poltar. Poltar 1 for 1 today. He singled his last time up when he came in for Cam Moore. And he'll send this one high and deep into left field. Backing up is Nick Fiorini, and it's going to stay in the ballpark. Fiorini looks up, makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 1, Jet.
Is now up to bat is number 1, Jet Gross. Two down in the bottom of the 4th. John Levan on the mound still for the Owls, the third pitcher for them today. The first pitch to Gross, low for ball 1. Gross steps back up to the plate for post 14. 1-0. He pops foul over to the left. It's the count now 1-1 for Gross. Gross is at bat. Last inning was a 6-4 fielder's choice that he reached first base on safely and then later came home to score. In the 5-run bottom of the 3rd. It's the 1-1 called strike 2 at the knees of Gross. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here for post 14. One, 2 from Levan. Right back up the middle goes Jet Gross with a 2-out single. Keep this half inning alive for the Hornets. Now batting for post 14 will be Jason Myers. Myers, the starting pitcher, has done fantastic work for post 14 today out on the mound. This is second at bat today. He'll pop it over, foul near the first base dugout, and it sails out of play for strike 1. Myers reached base on an error by the shortstop his last time up and then later came home to score. On the mound so far, Myers has only given up 1 hit last inning. He also hit 1 batter last inning, but has 6 strikeouts. He'll send this one. It's a grounder to the shortstop, Nico Goen. He bobbled it, but he's able to underhand toss it to the second baseman in time for out number 3. So that'll end the inning for post 14. There's no runs across the plate on 1 hit. So we're headed to the top half of the 5th. It's Berkeley post 14, 15. The West Lawn Owls, nothing. It's American Legion baseball action on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. We're back in 1 minute.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rox Rewards.
We got double the Rox gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job!
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rox Rewards.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here as we enter the top of the 5th inning between Berkeley Post 14 and the West Lawn Owls. 15-0. Post 14 leads. Top of the 5th inning is brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. So, West Lawn down to its final 3 outs unless they're able to score 6 or more runs. Jason Myers still out on the mound for Post 14. First pitch to leadoff batter here in the 5th, Dylan Suick. From Myers is high for ball 1. 1-0 now popped up by Suick. Over to the right now to play, so the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Suick, nobody out. Myers sets. The 1-1 pitch to Suick. It's a soft grounder to the third base side. A long throw across the diamond is high, jumping up and trying to get it down. It's the first baseman, Owen Rupenthal. But he's unable to step back on the bag or apply a tag to Suick. So Suick is safe at first. That is Cole Lewis at third now for Post 14. That's a leadoff infield single. Pitch from Myers. High is up to bat. Is Jack Froelich. Froelich swings through this one. So the count now 1-1 to Froelich. Timeout called. So a ball was put into play from the West Lawn bullpen. Pitch. Myers. Froelich went a ground on, says the home plate umpire. The displeasure of Froelich, so the count 1-2. So, count 1-2 to Jack Froelich. Nobody out, runner on first. Myers sets. Wind up and the 1-2 delivery. Fouled off by Froelich to stay alive. Again, the count 1-2 to Froelich. Silwick at first takes his lead in the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline, charging forwards Lewis. This time the throw is right on the money, but not in time at first, says the umpire. So back-to-back infield singles. Great hustle there by Froelich. Now runners at first and second. Nobody out in the top of the 5th. John Bodnar, the catcher, steps up to the plate now for West Lawn. Bodnar 0 for 1 today. He struck out looking. It's only at bat. First pitch from Myers misses for ball one. $15-0 the score is the 1-0 swung on and missed by Bonnar. The count now 1-1. It's Berkeley Post 14 leading West Lawn 15-0. So this one's softly grounded back to the pitcher. Myers throws to second for one, over to first, and that is two for a double play via a 1-6-3 put out. Runner in Sulik goes to third on the play. Now 2 outs and a runner on third. C.J. Fernandez up to the plate. Good job by Myers, Pavanelli, and Rupenthal for that double play. First pitch from Myers to Fernandez misses just high for ball one. It's the 1-0 pitch. It's a grounder to J.J. Pavanelli at short. Picks it up, throws to first for out number 3, and that's the ball game. Berkeley Post 14 is able to get a 15-0 win against West Lawn here in game number 1 today for the Berkeley Post 14 Invitational. So, Post 14 now improves to 7-2 overall. And West Lawn falls to 2-4. We'll step aside, take ourselves a 2-minute break, and then be back for post-game show. This is American Legion baseball action on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Now my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as Berkeley Post 14 is victorious here in this ball game. 15-0 over the West Lawn Owls. Our post-game show is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini as we get into the game summary now, brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. 3 up, 3 down went West Lawn in the first. Bottom of the first, Berkeley Post 14 was able to score 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. They stranded 1 on base as well that inning. And then in the bottom of the second, after in the top of the second, West Lawn went 3 up, 3 down yet again. It was a bottom of the second onslaught by the Hornets. 9 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors that inning. And then they added 5 more in the bottom of the third on 4 hits and 2 West Lawn errors to total up the 15 runs. 11 hits today for Post 14. West Lawn, no runs, 3 hits, 6 errors in total is what I had the Owls at. Now our game stats brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. You had Canby with a run, Sifford with a hit, RBI and 2 runs scored for him. Cam Moore with 2 hits and an RBI as well as a run. Poltar with a hit, Edwards with a hit and an RBI. Jet Gross had a hit, scored 3 runs given to him. Oviedo with a run, RBI for Myers, 2 hits for Pavanelli with 3 runs. Rubenthal with a hit and an RBI. Riley Morgan, 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Fletcher with 2 hits and an RBI as well. Player of the game will be brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. Player of the game will be the pitcher Jason Myers, as he went 5 innings, only giving up 3 hits, no runs, no walks allowed, and had 6 strikeouts in the 15-0 Post 14 win over the West Lawn Owls. So that'll wrap up coverage of this game for Berkeley Post 14. Still plenty of baseball to be played here at P.O. Faulkner Park, so if you got nothing to do, come out, enjoy a beautiful day at the ballpark here in great weather in Martinsburg. 2 more games will take place. I believe West Lawn and Winchester is next, and then Winchester will play Morgantown following that, if memory serves me well. And then at 5:30, we will be back on air for coverage of Morgantown Post 2 against Berkeley Post 14. Again, first pitch for that one scheduled for 5:30, so hopefully if things go on pace, we'll be on air at 5:15. So for Nick Verzolini, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off for this game. Again, final score 15-0. Post 14 wins against the West Lawn Owls. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online at talkradiowrnr.com.